What is going on, everybody? How are we? What are you shaking your head at? You're already shaking your head. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a late night
Not what I signed up for.
quick beer review. That's also a clear the fridge. We went deep into the fridge. I pulled something out for 2022. Alan says
Okay,
he has something from 2022 as well.
I do. I
Okay,
have from
welcome to the show.
Fair State Co-op, Giantsbane. This is dated September 16th, 2022. This is a double stout, uh double American stout, black roasted and hefty, coming in at 8% alcohol by volume.
That's a beer I haven't seen in a long time. So go ahead and tell me what you're complaining about. Do you think this is not? You thought it was what that very old of a beer?
I didn't think it was that old because you were talking about drinking it earlier.
Yeah.
So I was like, "What the man? You told me you had a 3-year-old beer." I went and searched through my fridge for a 3-year-old beer so I could be on par with you, and then I saw that and I was like, "You tried to get me to drink that earlier," which I didn't have.
So
So I was disappointed, but
my whole thing is I try to hold on to these beers, especially if you ever see that. So I have Great Divide Pumpkin Ale. It's a let's see, brewed and canned by Great Divide Brewing Company, Denver, Colorado. 6.5% alcohol by volume. And if you know me, I hold on to all my or a lot of my Halloween beers, my pumpkin ales and things like that. And if it's made it this far, I'm like, I'll push it down the line just a little bit longer. It's not the oldest beer I have, but it's the oldest pumpkin ale that I have. And this thing is canned on August 17th, 2022 at 2:35 in the afternoon. So it's got some age on it. This particular beer is, as I said, it's a pumpkin slash yam beer. It's been checked in a ton of times, 7,700 on Untappd. A toasty brown ale with notes of pumpkin, brown sugar, and spices. Pumpkin ale is sure to be one of your favorite seasonal treats. The rich malty backbone enhances the autumn flavors, creating the delicious sensory experience without being overly sweet. The funny thing is, we started talking about Halloween already and what we're going to do this year and things like that. And I'm kind of wet. I'm ready for the stores to kind of start dropping some stuff. I got a little bit of something on the top there. I don't know. Some of these other beers I think are starting to spawn. I'm terrified. Because it's been in there a while and it feels pretty firm. So let me. Okay. All right.
so I will say someone checked this in on February 9th of 2025. So 4 months ago.
There you
A
go.
little bit over 4 months ago was the last check-in on this. Um, Now I don't know if that's an aged one, if this is brewed, how often it's brewed. It's 8% alcohol by volume. It says Giant Spain is a double stout brewed with a complex amalgamation
Oh,
of dark and roasted malts, black, roasty, and hefty. That's got 7,273 total check-ins. 3.92 out of 5,540 ratings.
all
So
right.
I,
So
I poured I poured it all in. There was no floaters or anything like that at the end. Cheers, mazel mazel, good things. Here we go. 3-year-old beers. Let's rock it. That's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good.
it just throws me right into fall. It does. And this, as you can see, I gave it a good pour. Perfect head on it. The carbonation's still there. No issues with seal on this one or whatnot. Beautiful. It's a. Oh, I do got some maybe a couple of things floating around now. Let me see what I got
Little
here.
floaters.
I mean, I don't know. I have something down there, but it's a very red
Is
or
is
dark
it
amber.
Nessie? Is it Nessie?
Is it Nessie? I guess we'll find out. The head on it's pretty firm with a nice little toffee or not toffee, but a light brown, um, off white color. But
It's
yeah,
pretty
you
damn
can it's
tasty.
nothing but pumpkin. It's pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin.
Right. Yeah, which that one is. I've had it a few times over
It's
the
good beer.
years, and I've always enjoyed it.
You know,
Now,
you brought up who checked in April 27th, 2025.
okay,
Now,
all right,
this is not my can. This is a different one. They have it obviously, they update it every year. So all the ones I see, they're all more updated.
okay.
And so when I drop mine, it's gonna be the 2022 version. So I'm looking
Gonna be
forward
like,
to that.
what?
Yeah.
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 So old beers in your fridge. Why do you have old beers in there? What's your why won't you drink your beer?
Well, let's say not half, but maybe a quarter of the fridge. I acquired some beers from our old producer and friend Francis, so I've
That
got
was
a couple
that was a
bottles in there.
long time ago.
Yep. We've had the guys from Dumpweed Brewing. They brewed a batch of it was like a Christmas stout or some type of a Christmas ale or something like that. I don't know, chocolate stout maybe. I don't know. I got like 8 bottles of that left. And then I started buying beers, and we never got around to actually drinking them. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to put them off to the side. And once it's been like 6 months or something, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not drinking you now for a while.
Right.
I'll leave it over there. Now I have purposely bought beers and Sixers and things like that from, Kroger or whatever
We've
and put them
we've
off.
all done that,
Yeah.
right? Like, I'll go and buy 2 s I'll buy 2 six-packs of the same beer, mixed up, right, from Kroger, and I'll pick 6 beers, and then I'll get 2 of each one, and give them to you, and we'll throw a date on it, and we'll sit on it for a year. Like, that's been our goal with some of those. We hadn't done that in a little while. I just recently went through where I didn't drink for a year. Um, and so, but I had all those beers in my fridge and I just left them in there. But then also it comes down to, like I was telling you, I've got some beers from when we went to Barrel Fest at 903. Was that like 4 years ago?
Yeah, I think so.
Um,
Maybe three.
and and that's just because I'm the only one who has them. Like, you gave all your beers away
Mhm.
to the guy at the hotel we stayed at
Yeah.
because he didn't get to go, and you're like, "Here, take mine." Um, this was before you decided you were gonna try and walk home.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mhm.
but and then we had to drive down the road and pick you up and bring you back. That was fun. Um,
Just want to go home. I just want to
all
go home.
all because the girls wouldn't take us to Oklahoma to the casino, which I get because me and you were just
It was
we
10
were
minutes down the road. We were so far north.
we were so trash though. Like, I got it. Like, I understood. Like, it was like, "No, you're way too drunk to go." When I looked at her, I go, "I get it.
Oh, Jesus.
Can you take me though?"
Yeah, I just want to go.
She was like, "No." I was like, "Alright." She's
Mhm.
like, "But we'll go to the gas station, I'll get some scratch offs, and I'll buy you a Reese's peanut butter cup." And I was like, I accept your offer.
Man of compromise. A man of compromise.
I
Either
accept
I
your offer. I
Either
I
I
I
was
will
going or I was
accept
gonna
your
burn down the hotel and walk home. So, yeah.
offer.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have a lot of those. So like some of those, it's just gonna be either I bring and they're big bottles. Like those ones from 903 Barrel Fest are they're bigger bottles.
Yeah.
So it's either I'm gonna drink those on my own or I'm gonna bring a bottle over and we'll split it. We'll see what happens,
Yeah.
But then again, it's just it comes down to a lot of this stuff is from, when I was drinking a lot and I would buy a lot of beers, but then also like some of the stuff that I got, like I have a bunch of beers from Outfit Brewing that I got when I wasn't drinking before they shut down. And it's like, okay.
I have
And
a
then I have
hard
a
time
bunch
letting it go.
I have a lot of beers from Brutal
Yeah.
and they've been shut down for a few years now. But I don't want to let them go.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I still have 6, I think, from Brutal, and I have 2 or 3 from, Outfit, and I'm
I
just
still
not gonna
have,
drink them.
I still have your least favorite beer. I have one of those.
Yeah.
Um, in
And, it's funny thing, you were asking about the beers there in the drawer or whatever, because we were FaceTiming or whatever, throughout the night, and I was like, "Well, I mean, I got older beers, I don't wanna drink drink them because one was like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle,
The
uh
the Shell Shock one that comes out every year all the time?
yeah, Shell Shock, but it's been there for a while. The other one is from Ingenious,
Okay.
and it's like the one with the ooze, like, you know what I mean? It's the canister with it, and I don't
Yeah.
wanna drink that one either, and so, I'm like, I'm just kinda stuck with a couple beers. I'm like, I'd rather have them and just keep them. Like, we talk about nostalgia, we talked about it in the last stream, we talked about it during the mainstream, and it's like, it's the stuff that's I'm like, "I like this stuff. I like it. I have it. Why am I do I really wanna drink it at this point? Maybe one day. I mean, if I get my wall up and going where I got all my tall boys right there, and I'll just be able to display the can, I'll be fine with that. I'll rip the lid off of it, clean it out, put it up there, and it'll just be a fun beer, and then I'll have it, and, it'll be, 4 or 5 years old.
I've got a few. So like the shell, the not the shell shock, but the Ninja Turtle beer from I can't remember the name of the brewery, but I have a can of that where it was just the can with a sticker that Francis he actually got me
Okay.
w-
Nice.
an empty can, and then I have an empty can from your least favorite beer that the guys gave to us so that we would have one, right?
Mhm.
Um, and I've got a I think I might have. I actually have. If you want to talk old beer, hold on. Let me go grab this
Okay.
because I
Yeah.
have an old beer on a shelf right here.
Okay.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
so some of the beers that I have, there's beers that I've been holding on to. Like, I have a Stormtrooper beer that Lizzie bought off of eBay, and it was shipped here from the UK. I'm not drinking that beer. It just I love that beer. I don't wanna and it I tell you what, it's firm, and I'm never gonna crack that, Stormtrooper beer open. And I have a one from 903, Java the Hutt,
Yeah.
and I know they bring it out about they'll do it once a year, every other year, but I'm like, "Well, I got this one, and no, I think I'm just gonna keep it." So maybe one day I'll rip the lid off of it. Like I said, it's all gonna come down to, whatever, but I think once you drink it, it just changes, and you're like, "Okay, now it's a can." It's like, "I like the can, now I'm holding on to cans," whatever. But those are I like those.
So this one, and I'm pretty sure I actually have a few more of these, um, somewhere in like a
Okay,
box or maybe in the storage unit. And
okay.
when I find them, we will drink one. But this is from 2013,
Oh, oh, 12 years old. Oh,
and it was when Bud Light first started doing the team cans,
oh, yeah.
and Liz had someone she worked with that went to Michigan and brought back the Bud Light with the lions on it.
So if you kids are wondering about why Bud Light cans look like that, that's when they changed their logo. And
And
Bud
so,
Light made this stupid they had the coolest logo ever, just basic, whatnot, and then it's upside down.
uh,
It's
oh,
upside down, yeah, there you go.
yeah, I thought,
And then they did this. Now, they added the laces for football season because this is a football, whatever,
yeah,
it's their official sponsor of the NFL back then. Um,
still are.
yeah,
You don't know it here in Texas because in Texas, the Cowboys will not do a Bud Light team can because they have Jerry
and
Jones
Miller,
has a sponsorship with Miller.
yeah. The only
So
thing I like
you'll
about
never
the
see
Cowboys.
a you'll never see it. But yeah, so I know I have several more of these. Um, I just got to find where they're at, and we will drink. We'll split one. I won't. I know I have enough for us each to have one. I won't do that to you, but we'll split one.
That'd
This
be before they changed the recipe where I just can't
it
drink them
is.
no more. So, yeah, the
So
OG one.
you'll enjoy it. But yeah, 2013, and I have this. I look across and like right across in front of me, I have a shelf on the bookshelf that just has a bunch of Detroit stuff on it.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things that's on there. So yeah, I mean, I just 12-year-old beer. We'll see how old it is before we actually drink one.
Mhm.
Do we get to 13? I don't know. This is from it is from August 7th, 2013. Uh,
2013.
is the date on the can.
You can get it right now on eBay for $2.99 plus $4.62 shipping.
Or I can just find where it is here and
Yeah.
with all my stuff and get it for free.
Well, obviously, it's gonna be empty, though, you know what I mean? We're gonna drink that old beer. We gotta get that old beer knocked
Oh
out.
yeah, no, we're gonna knock one out. And
Yeah.
then I do have like we've done from time to time. There's some bigger beers that Liz has bought me for like Christmas. In like the same size bottle like of those 903s. And we've had a few of those that are years old. I do still have a few more of those, and we will definitely be drinking those at some point in time. But I don't. It's just fun to drink old beers.
You never know what you're gonna get, and obviously, if you're doing like, this is a big brewery for me, so you're not gonna have floaters, you're not gonna have, like, crazy, like,
Right.
stuff flying around, unless it is an unfiltered beer, then you will, and that you have to know that, so when you're pouring it, you don't dump it because then you're gonna get just a total bunch of clunk in there. The other beer that I have is getting kinda old is one of those Christmas ales that's, the big ones, the canister, mini pony
Yeah.
kegs, whatever you wanna call it. It's not even a
I
pony keg, it's smaller than that. It's like a gallon, right?
I have a "You'll Shoot Your Eye Out" pony keg down here from
Oh, it's old.
3, 4 years,
Yeah, yeah. It's gotta be at least 3 years old.
and here's what I wanna do. I wanna drink it this year.
Ugh, okay.
I'm gonna take an Uber over to your place so that we can knock it back, and we're gonna kill it, and we're gonna have a good time.
So, Christmas is on Thursday this year. I'm not doing it on Wednesday, so we can do
Yeah,
it the
no,
Wednesday
no, I
before.
mean, that
How about
w
that?
yeah, yeah, it would have to be the Wednesday before. I don't know that we'll do a show Christmas week this year.
That'd be Christmas Eve, yeah. I mean, yeah, no, we're not doing
We're not
Christmas
well,
Eve.
I'm definitely not doing a show on Christmas Eve,
We say
right?
that, and then, of course, we do crazier shit. We do it the day before Thanksgiving. We have Friendsgiving every year. Late Friendsgiving
You
this year.
mean Drinksgiving.
Drinksgiving. Late Drinksgiving this year. Super late. All the way to November 26th, last week of the latest it can ever be. Close to it, I think. But anyways, yeah, holy moly. Maybe we'll do one on that one, and then we'll do the other one.
So, I thought you drank your "You'll Shoot Your Eye Out."
Oh, I don't have I have the Christmas ale.
Okay,
Christmas
you have the Christmas okay,
ale. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
So, we'll
So
maybe
I'll tell you what.
we'll kick December off with one,
Mhm.
and then we'll finish December with one.
There you go. There you go.
There we go.
I tell you what, you know what, that's not a half bad move there. I think so. December, the first one will be here is December 3rd. I think I'll be in town. I don't know if I have to leave that day or not, but and then the last week of December is New Year's Eve. I don't think we're gonna do two shows back to back. It's Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve this year. So we'll have to do it on
Maybe
December
we'll have to do
17th.
it like a Tuesday show or something like that,
Yeah,
or Tuesdays
maybe.
no, Tuesdays don't work, kiddo has well, we'll
You can
see if
figure it
kiddo
out.
has
It's Christmas
practice,
time.
but we'll figure
So
something out.
but yeah, it's like all it does, I live for those 3 months. And when we start talking about that, I'm having a pumpkin ale. I'm already talking about Halloween stuff. What are we going to dress up as? Because we have to coordinate a little bit around here. Like, what are we going to do for the decorations? And it's like it just gets everything going. Like I'm just like I love love the heat. I was in the pool earlier, just kind of hanging out with Lizzie for a little while. And like, hey, adult swim time. It was just me and her out there, and that's fine, and I love it. And by the time, we're gonna get through July, it's gonna be hot as shit, and then obviously August is gonna be hot, but then after
Hey,
that, in
June
September,
1st.
yeah,
Um,
baby,
dude,
I'm
I'm gonna
in.
tell you, like, you asked me earlier today, like, if I was coming over and doing the show or if we were doing remote, and I've had a day today. Like, if you watched the live show this last week, you know the kind of some of the stuff I was dealing with today, and part of me was like, I almost wanna be like, "Yeah, I'm coming over," because I wanted to get a little pool time, like, after the show, like, but then I was just like, "I just don't want" today, I was dealing with stuff all day today,
Some
and
days are so long.
I
Some days
just
are
didn't
exhausting.
I didn't wanna drive.
Yeah,
Like, it was and, like, when I drive over there, it's not that big of a deal. I don't drink, so it's not a big deal with that. It was just a matter of I just don't wanna drive anywhere. I didn't wanna do it.
yeah.
But also, I kinda wanna be like, "You know what? I kinda do because I wanna go hit up the pool." But I was like, "You know what? I'm just not today, it's just not happening." Like,
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I mean, it's in as much as everybody's getting it, and we're halfway into June. It's been a soggy June, so it hadn't even been that hot, but it's been kind of
yeah,
muggy on certain days. But
yeah.
by the time next month, July gets here in August, we're gonna fry. It's gonna be so damn hot, you can't do anything. And then I'm sitting there just begging. I'm begging for September and
It
October, and then
so,
here we are. We're gonna be getting into our, um, the pumpkin ale stuff, fest beers, Christmas ales. I mean, it's gonna be
Beer
amazing.
Miss is right around the corner. But I
Yep.
mean, like last Sunday, we went to go play in the tournament. It got rain delayed, and we're playing at 1 o'clock, and it was like 60, 70 degrees because of the rain. Like there was some parents that were there. They're like, "Man, I wish I had a blanket,"
Oh, Jesus
because
Christ.
they were there. It was a little on the chilly side, but
When
I
it
was like,
becomes on the chilly side after it being like 100, no one gives a shit about how cold it is. They're just like, "Oh my god, this feels amazing."
but we really hadn't hit 100. Like
It's
we were in
like
the 90s, right? But then like this week has been this week's been brutal. But
Yeah. Been
I don't
long.
know. I'll tell you this. What's the name of this one again? Grain Slayer or Giantsbane
Rain Slayer.
from
Yeah,
I don't know,
brutal.
man.
You've been following Eric.
Yeah, Fair State Co-op, 3 years old, pretty damn tasty. Not an official review, but if you have one from 3 years, don't be scared to drink it. It's pretty damn good.
Boop. There we go.
How was your 3-year-old beer?
Great Divide. The pumpkin ale. It was really good. It held up fine. Good carbonation. Pretty smooth throughout it. I mean, it looked how it should look. Nothing crazy. I liked that the spices were maybe just a little bit dulled because some of these beers, man, they that pumpkin spice or whatever they do, it just comes over the top, and it's a little too much. But it says it's supposed to have brown sugar in there too. There's a little touch of sweet, but
Okay,
I'll tell you what, perfect, perfect. I'll grab one this year, and I'll try to compare a little bit. But yeah, nice
hell yeah.
malty backbone there. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Good, good for you.
I was gonna say good for you, but that's your line.
Well, hey, it's good for you. Do you have any old beer sitting in your fridge? What do you have that's just been sitting there, and why haven't you drank it yet? Let us know. Because we just want to know. Are
Yeah,
we the only weird ones who just will just hold on to beers and wait for them to get old,
we can.
or do you do it too? Someone's got to do it.
Yeah,
Let us know. Let us know we're not the freaks here, okay? But hey, guys, we love you. As always, I'm Alan.
I'm RD.
We'll talk to you later. Deuces.